thing that we really needed to have was a lot of faith in the system. Like we had to believe in the vision of the founder. When he said we're going to make $1 billion, and when we were doing 30 million, it just seemed like, hey, that's a really distant dream, right? And we're at 700 million now. So we genuinely believe that you can build world-class products from India. I think the SaaS economy here is fantastic. I met a lot of amazing founders today who are doing fantastic things. And this is the picture, right? I don't know if anybody knows what this is. I think you can see it in the background. This is the
history of internet, let's look at the history of mobile, and a couple of other ways, crypto and now AI. I think Inaki has done a very good study of this. Look, if you look at
that was okay. But if you are seeking venture capital, the expectation is to scale faster because there's opportunity cost of time for the investor and you as the entrepreneur. We believe GenAI functional agents help you increase efficiency across funnel. Is your pipeline largely on your own network? You should just hustle your way into getting 120 leads. But 480, it's quadrupling, and the ACVs are kept constant by design. We have the 3-2-3-2.
We're in turn going to interact with agents of intelligence, which can do these tasks or workflows end to end. There are a lot of open questions, and I think some of the startups here as well as around the world are trying some advantage that you can build, right? So if you don't have very deep data understanding, which in that specific domain, for that specific
previous presentation, but the intent is we look at the whole space into three different buckets, into the application layer, infrastructure layer, and the foundational layer. And the application layer is all about apps, with the end customer using the apps, the infrastructure.
Slide from a million to 10 million ARR. One thing that there are some principles that are my strong beliefs. One thing I truly believe is that from 1 million to 100 million ARR, sales and marketing should be reporting to the same organization. That is like a must organization. So oftentimes, is right now building.
Spoken about or addressed some of the top 10 legal issues that startups should be aware of. And I'll go through each one.
Okay, I need to get marketers or the early stage marketer, the first marketer. Now, usually in all the cases where I work, where I enter as a marketer, I play the role of a product marketer. I hire or outsource a on-retainer content marketer or a content writer. I have an agency take care of demand, which is email plus ads plus markups. And if it's a crowded market, I will go for a SEO consultant and a freelancer doing graphic design. I am very accessible on LinkedIn. If you
it isn't that we haven't gone spoken, we've also tested waters. We constantly
out in this way. So you have to figure out what you need. Do you need certain clients using a certain kind of tool? Let's say you want to target HubSpot users, right? HubSpot accounts. And maybe obviously Apollo works out because there's a very simple filter, but something like a build with, right? So that gives you accounts which are using a particular tech stack, right? And the scrolls, you have Google Tag Manager, which is free. CRM, we've already discussed in depth. HubSpot, free. Heat maps and sessions, when you run ads specifically, even if you don't, I think have these heat maps set up through Microsoft Clarity, again free. You'll get heat maps and you'll also get session recordings of users, what they're doing on your website. Again, a very good.
Of Triple Dart, we are a B2B SaaS growth agency. We've been working with close to 100 plus B2B SaaS companies. We have two portfolios. One is early stage and strategies, which is what I covered last, which you can use experts plus AI to get massive scale. So you can also do outreach using AI to get the expert insights and use that on your day-to-day practices. To one journey, the first marketer that I always prefer to hire is a product marketer, right? Just to identify the personas, the GTM, the overall link, and how you can in the link, right? And so this is for content optimization. Again, this is slightly costly, but I prefer using a database of all the information is needed. A list of super long tail keywords is needed to basically do programmatic. That's what it looks like. So page content, database, AI prompts, right? So an example page template. So here if you look at
120,000 subscribers, any report that we do,
if we have like a 50 questionnaire, we are able to generate 500, 600 responses, which is insane, right? Like
when to enter US, if you have not yet thought about it. Can US plan from India? What part of revenue can come from US market? What should be the order of your sales structure as you grow? And what challenges have I personally come across in the way? Did you have your lunch? I'm sorry, I'm deviating. But I'm calling you to talk to you about our offering, hackathons and assessments. Intent is not really to sell. Are you busy? Can I just get 15 minutes on a calendar for an evening maybe? Yeah, sure, why not? Beautiful. And just while I send that calendar out to you, are you hiring or any plans to hire this year?
Not really, but doesn't harm to just look at the product.
Gotcha, perfect. So I'll do some more research on. I did happen to see your careers page. You're hiring a full stack engineer, but let me do some more groundwork and come back. Meanwhile, if you need anything else, shoot me an invite or shoot me that response on an email, and I'll come more prepared. All right?
Sure, thanks.
Perfect. Again, thank you so much. You have been the best hacker for me today.
Awareness, right? So we don't have to really spend a lot of effort and time and energy educating about the fact that there is a need. Everybody knows there is a need. Everybody knows it's a problem. So we are very outcome aware. Like, so that's the ICP that we go after the most. The product aware.